Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So like I said from the previous episode, today it's another chill episode. So as you can see here, I've also started making black lotus flower. Actually, we should also make the golden lotus seeds now, or the golden lotus flowers. But anyways, that is from the previous episode. So for this episode, we will go ahead and actually pick some more journeys. Actually, let's hide the completed ones, just so you know. We don't have to keep on scrolling. So let's go ahead and finish some of these. This one, though, this may take a while. I'll probably finish that, you know, sometime very soon. But the rest, we can go ahead and look for that one. You know what? Maybe it's better to start with this one. Access or place a greater wheel of pain. So for that one, kind of forgot. Let's switch to that. Let's go ahead and learn that. From survival. Oh, I've already unlocked it. That cost 11 points. So let's just go ahead and make one. So that essentially is how you also get the steel truncheon. So let's just go ahead to companions. And what do we need for that one? We just need iron reinforcements. Alright, cool. So we have the rest. So it's just the iron reinforcements. To be exact, 125 more of that one. So let's just go ahead and craft many, 125. Alright, another thing I just want to point out right now. So we already have a bunch of Fragment of Power that combines the new dungeon. So you get from there, I think you get some, if I'm not mistaken. You get a lot of it, of course, in Unnamed City, and as well as the dungeon, the wine cellar. You also get Fragment of Power there. When you consume one Fragment of Power, notice how my points is just 36. And when I take that, when I consume one, my knowledge points becomes 46, so it adds 10. But when you make, or when you get 5 Fragments of Power and turn it into a Tablet of Power, you go ahead and craft that. Actually, for this sake, let's go craft the rest. Why not? And, you know, with a bit of editing skills, bada bing, bada boom. And when I consume this bad boy, so again, let's just go back to knowledge. I have 46 points. When I consume this one, it gives me plus 60. So that is actually better than consuming this one by one, since you get a bonus of 10 knowledge points. So again, that's just a way for you to gain more knowledge points when you've already capped off on your level, just so you can, you know, learn more things in the knowledge tab. So yeah, by the way, I've also just hit my 1,500 subscriber mark. So again, thank you guys so much for the support. And I really hope you enjoy my content. And yeah, this is for you guys. Let's just go ahead and celebrate. Chug that beer all the way down. And cheers, you guys. Thank you so much. And just so we have that effect, there you go. Drank that beer. Alright, so this whole time I was looking at the Wheel of Pain. And what we actually need is the Greater Wheel of Pain. So that requires 200 insulated wood, 200 hardened brick, 200 steel reinforcement, and 150 twine. So I got all that, you know, sold out. And let's just go ahead and build it over here in the middle. Now, as far as I'm aware, we don't actually need that. We can convert it using our smaller version, so I'll just go ahead and delete that. Only the good thing about that is you can have up to 8 thralls that you can tame in one go, and that is you know, only one thrall can occupy that one, the lesser Wheel of Pain. But with our game settings, that shouldn't really matter. So let me just go ahead and put these materials back, and we will look for a competent crafter. Alright, so a competent crafter is essentially a tier 4 crafter. So since Inigo's the one that we saw, let's just go ahead and knock him out. And as well as the others. That this will actually shut him up, so silence, fool. Go. And I'm not feeling too good about this drop rate. Hopefully it just takes 2. If not, I might have to ask Liu Fei here to knock him out. But from the looks of it, it does only require 2. Hopefully it stays that way. Okay, just a couple more ticks. You're crazy. Alright, give me that. I'll make you on passive, and hopefully you don't die. I gave you healing and whatnot. Knock him out. Alright, and then we run away. Yufei, follow me. And now we just have to put a crafter here, and that's how you accomplish that one. So now we need to place a unique combat thrall. So essentially that is now a tier 4 archer or warrior. Not sure if it works for dancers as well. So I'll just go ahead and try that out. We might as well actually make some more of these while we're at it. Let's just go ahead and craft 10. Now the easiest way to get a unique combat thrall is probably going down to Noob River. Or, you know, just go to those spots where there is a guaranteed spawn location of a tier 4 archer or warrior. And, you know, essentially just knock him out like how you did with the crafter and bring him there. In Seppermaru, though, there are a couple of known locations for the tier 4 warriors and archers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and look. So that is a tier 4 crafter, if I'm not mistaken. So that is a priest or an archpriest for the set religion. Nope. But we don't need him. Hopefully there's a tier 4 fighter here. Or I think a dancer also is a combat thrall. So let's go ahead and look for them. And lo and behold, we find Luba the Luscious. So let's go ahead and knock her out. Hopefully I am right about the performer being a combat thrall. If not, I have just wasted my time and orbs. But I guess we'll find out once we bring her to the Wheel of Pain. Okay, hopefully we are right about this. So let's just go ahead and get Inigo. And let's put Luba. Place a unique combat thrall. So I feel like we have to place her in the world. So we will just tame her for now. For the time being, I will put Inigo for here for safekeeping in my wooden box. Alright, she just finished taming. Let's go ahead and place her in the world. So as of this moment, we now have 2 Lubas and 2 Leonils. So let's go ahead and place this one over here. Right now, I'll place you beside your twin sister. So, right. So they do count as a combat thrall. And the last one, I was actually going to get to a point. Level a thrall to level 20. So, fortunately for us, that takes off automatically just because we have Liu Fei at level 20 and a couple more. So just to show you guys, we go to tab and go to followers. And I have basically 3 horses at level 20, Liu Fei at level 20, and Arnos of Cimmeria at level 16. So Arnos is down at the Noob River base, somewhere here. So essentially I was about to level him if that didn't tick off, but fortunately for us it did. So we can claim that now. And I think let's go finishing this Master Mason. So we need to unlock the Master Mason knowledge. So let's go ahead and not there. Survival, Master Mason, construction, Master Mason knowledge. Unlock that first 7 points. So it's pretty good now that we have a lot of knowledge, so we can learn all of this, no problem. Right. Forgot to switch my journey step to that. Then we need to craft steel reinforcements, which we have a lot of. I feel like we can just go grab that. Yep. Craft shaped wood, and that one we have too, so grab that. Craft hardened brick, and we can grab that. Again, just so you guys know, steel reinforcements, you require steel bars. Alternatively, if you have a tier 3 and tier 4 thrall, I feel like you can get this. I think this one's cheaper to make instead of this one, because this one requires 3 iron bars, whereas this one just requires 1. So there's that. Now for the shape wood, you just have to build it here in the carpenter's bench using 3 wood. And for hardened brick, again, you need brick and stone consolidant to make that into a hardened brick. And for brick, you need stone. So there you go. Now we need to build or upgrade a building piece. I actually want to build. I know I've said this in the, what do you call this, in episodes way back, that I missed out on a couple of stairs here. Let me just go ahead and get my hammer. And I feel like this one is called the Argosian set, right? So we just need to not journey knowledge, construction, and we need to learn the master stair maker. So let's just go ahead and learn that for 2 points. And we will need this as well. So let's just go ahead and learn that for 4 points as well. And from here, now we can make the stairs. Alright, cool. So we needed 3. So let's just go get 9 steel reinforcements. 12 of the shaped wood. And we need 30 of the hardened brick. And let's go get them. Exit through here. Shortcut. And now we can finally finish this side of the entrance. Put that there. Oh, you know what? It's because this one's blocking the way. I feel like. Yep. It is because of that. And now I can just go ahead and... Oh, don't tell me I have to learn the gate too. Alright, let's go learn the gate, Master Gatekeeper. Or, well, Gatekeeper first for 3. And then we learn Master Gatekeeper for 4. And that should allow us to make this now. There we go. Now we need to access or place a Siege Cauldron. So, like I showed a while ago, we can learn that Siege Cauldron in construction. And the Siege Cauldron, you can make... I always forget. Is it the... Yeah, it is. So, it's the blacksmith bench. We need 11 steel bars and 3 shaped wood. And since we have another gate, let's go ahead and craft another one. Now we need to access or place a Siege Cauldron. So let's go on top of the gate. And there we go. I already made this beforehand. I think that is episode 10 of my series. We put the cauldron here. That is the right way. And now we need to use it. So by adding tar to a siege cauldron, you will prepare it for use. So let's go ahead and put tar. And now what we need to hit is the lever. There it is. And there you go. Now essentially that tar can be flammable. So if you have like fire arrows or whatnot, or even explosives, you can light that afire and burn your enemies. So there's that. Alright, let me go get the tar. And I'll just go ahead and place the other siege cauldron over there on that side. And we put the last one over here. And that finishes basically the build. Now we can claim that. Now let's go do Warsmith next. Unlock the Grandmaster Blacksmith Knowledge. So let's go... Blacksmith is in survival. Grandmaster Blacksmith Knowledge. Unlock that. Oops. I keep forgetting to switch to the journey steps. Now, access or place a garrison or campaign. So, from what we learned in the not previous, but like in one of the episodes prior this one, garrison is what we want because it lessens the materials or resources you use to build items. So let's go ahead and see how much do we need for a no, not carpentry. Let's go smithing. And we need the garrison blacksmith. Alright, so we just need 30 hardened brick. Alright, let's go get that crafting. And again, this requires 200 hardened brick, 100 insulated wood, 100 steel reinforcement, and 100 hardened steel bars. So let's go craft that in this corner here, like so. And now we need to modify an epic weapon. So epic weapons may be modified using weapon kits. I feel like I've already done that a lot of times, but you know, just for the sake, let's go craft. This one's pretty cool. Whirlwind blades. Yeah, let's go craft that. You know what? I changed my mind. We actually need a grave digger for the new dungeon, so I'll just go ahead and craft that. So I feel like that still counts as a weapon that we can modify. So this one is actually a spear. Pretty cool. We won't be actually using this as a fighting weapon, so I'll just go ahead and put a reinforcement kit on it. That way it's more durable, it lasts longer. So let's go ahead and do that. And now we need to wear a piece of epic armor. I already am. There we go. And yeah, the other one was craft a piece of epic armor, which we've already done as well. So that is good to go. And claim our rewards from there. Alright, now just one more thing. I want to get, you know, I want to finish this as well, the Warpainter. Just because that would be very helpful for us in the next episode. So let's go ahead and unlock it by unlocking the Decorative Warpaint's knowledge. So let's go survival. I don't even think it's here. But let's see. Nope, it's not armor maybe. Decorative Warpaints, yeah. So we need to unlock the papyrus scroll first. And then from there go to back to armor. And unlock this one for 2 points. Cool. So let's go ahead and switch to that journey step. Activate that. Craft an inking brush. So we need to craft that in a dyer's bench. So inking brush is right here. And that requires 3 branches, 5 fur, and 3 plant fiber. We need to craft 1. Oh. And then we need to craft a war paint. For the war paint, again, I'll just keep it very... What is this? Oh. Oh, this is cool. Does it actually add stats to your character? I've never tried this out, so I'm willing to try that out. Let's unlock that for 3 points. Where can we make it though? Here. Grit. What do we want? Innocence. Shoot, I don't know. So I wanted to make the Heirs of the North, but that requires a red dye, which requires that thing you get from the volcano. This one right here, a cochineal, and respectively, for strength, you also need a red dye. So I'll just go ahead and craft, I don't know, glory maybe. Let's go craft that with a blue dye. Craft 1. And I assume, yeah, we need to equip it. Let's see what that looks like. Well, let's go ahead and equip that. Nothing glorious about that, to be honest. But okay, it is what it is, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and claim that now. And now we are left with this much journey steps. So 9 journey steps left until, you know, that is the end of the series. Unless, you know, there are a couple of things I haven't done yet. I expect the SIPTA to take a while, just because I know there's a lot of dungeons in there to travel to and whatnot. But yeah, essentially, these are the journey steps left. And again, for the next one, I think it's time to dabble with a little bit of sorcery, if you know what I mean. But again, more of that in the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like or simply comment down below what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, or just let me know how I'm doing. And if you want to support me further, you can do so by simply subscribing to the channel, as that really helps me out a lot. Anyways, that is it for me for today. I'm Aimatiro, and I'll see you guys on the next video.